For my latest adventure, I set off to Colorado. Yeehaw! My quest to surf the Crystal Mill, not realizing it was on private property.
I'm here in town and I'm on my horse, and I have my radio, and my staff radios up to me and says, "Chris, there's this girl paddleboarding in the mill pond and she's in a pink bikini." So I rode my horse down to the mill and it's Alison.
I explained to them that I travel the world protecting waters. I think they got a kick out of it because they invited me to stay the night. And I had no idea I'd end up on a wild adventure in search of treasure to save one of the most iconic places of the Wild Wild West. Chris told me to meet at his house.
Love what you done with the place. This is like true Colorado right here.
It turns out Chris is 4th generation in Crystal Town, and despite his remoteness, he somehow knew about me.
Adventures all over the world, not just for herself, but for a great cause. And I thought, ooh, she's here and I have a cause.
This is my grandmother.
Whoa, she's a hottie.
And this is her father, my great-grandfather, Emmett Gould.
Holy taco, like the Emmett Gould? He was one of the first to start mining in Aspen.
Pioneers.
And then he moved on to purchase Crystal Town.
They found prosperous silver mines here and started mining, and at the height there were over 600 people here in this valley.
I've always wanted to go to school.
Had a school?
I was blown away that the writing was still there from almost 200 years ago.
I gotta pee.
I got a hall pass, but
I'm too tall.
And then, of course, the treasure of the town, the mysterious Crystal Mill.
So the mill was an engineering feat. It was built and designed as a hydro-pneumatic power plant. It's a housing for a huge air compressor, and they diverted water through a trough and it ran down the penstock, which is in front of the mill, and at the lower end of that penstock was a water wheel that spun horizontally. The gears driving back to the air compressor, which drove the air compressor. Well, they ran 3-inch steel pipe from the air compressor miles to some of the more prosperous mines.
And thus, the power generated by the mill provided the miners of Crystal their first air-driven tools, like jackhammers, making mining a heck of a lot easier.
Because back then, before that, all they had was pick and shovel.
Hardly anyone actually gets to go in the mill, so I wanted Chris to know I was honored.
Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. I'm gonna go slow motion, Chris. Ready? Going where no surfer girl has gone before.
Yeah, sure.
The Crystal Mill.
One wrong step on the ancient structure and we could fall straight to the jagged rocks below.
Danger zone.
And when you gotta go, you gotta go.
This is like an outhouse.
It is an outhouse.
Here, out of this world house.
Okay.
Should I start a will? You can have my pink surfboard.
Can I?
Yes. Oh my gosh. What? How many feet up are we?
Oh, at least, I don't know, 100?
How old are these boards?
Yeah, they're older than that.
Finally, we made it to the window to wave at no one. But it was the most magical feeling ever.
I wish you could all feel the energy of this building. It is absolutely incredible. This is worth saving.
Pristine water, mature, beautiful aspen groves, the heritage of Western spirit.
To preserve this place from developers, Chris needs to raise, well, a lot of money. And I had a plan.
And I know Alison is on the quest for gold, and I appreciate that because I could use some gold right now to help save this place, but we're a silver mining community up here, and even that I have seen very little of.
But I was determined to find gold and save the mill. Chris didn't want me to get lost on my own, so we hiked miles through the rugged Rocky Mountains in search of the lost mines. And when we finally got to the main one, it had caved in. So I started digging.
Don't worry, Chris. I got this. I got this.
Then I realized without jackhammers powered by the mill, it would be pretty hopeless. It was getting dark and we had to turn back for fear of mountain lions or bears or ghosts. Oh my. And then we saw it.
Whoa, what is that?
This is the mine. This is the mine shaft.
Black, clammy, and cool. It's freezing in here.
We had found another mine.
Woo! Whoa, it goes way back. Hey, this is spooky.
There was only a minor problem, pun intended. It was totally flooded.
Freezing water, trust me, freezing deep water.
Just then, I saw something glinting at the back of the mine.
Oh my gosh, I see something. It's sparkly.
I told Chris to hang on a minute. I hadn't come this far to come back empty-handed. We had to save the mill.
Holy crap, it's freaking cool!
Only Alison would get in her pink bikini and dive in the mine in freezing cold water and look for treasures. It's freezing water, trust me, freezing deep water.
I see something! It's sparkling! I tried to dive down to get it, but I couldn't see anything. And then I started to lose feeling in my body because it was so cold and I got really disoriented. And then I saw a sparkle. Cue heroic theme music. I got gold! It's freezing! I got gold, Chris! Oh my god, that was deep!
Ecstatic, I mean just thrilled, and she's screaming, I found gold! She thought she solved all my financial problems.
Oh, we're gonna save the mine! We're gonna save everything! And the environment, and the mine, and I'll have a wedding someday! Look at this thing! Oh god, I'm gold! I found gold!
No way!
Take this! Help me out! I found gold!
And she comes out with this beautiful rock, but it was fool's gold or iron pyrite.
It's not gold.
It's not gold,
Oh, no.
but it is beautiful.
It is beautiful!
And you're crazy.
And I'm a fool! So it's fool's gold! Honestly, the gold to me right now would be some hot cocoa.
I may not have saved the mine yet, but I had a whole new respect for miners.
You worked to provide yourself with food and wood and means just to survive a brutal, long, heavy winter. These men and women are the spirit of the West.
This adventure taught me that it's not really about the gold. It's about the golden moments in life that are truly valuable and the wonderful places that provide that.
I mean, water is the most essential resource we have. It's life. The waters up here, the drinking water, the rivers, they're pristine, they're clear, they're unpolluted. They flow all the way to the West Coast. Millions of people relying on just the small amount that comes from here and comes from Colorado, from these headwaters. And if we all do our part to keep that environment clean, what a difference we can make. I have hope and I believe that very much.
Saving the mill isn't just about preserving an historic building. It's about saving over 700 acres of pristine, mountainous, natural area and the headwaters of Crystal River. So now it's up to all of us to preserve Crystal Mill and the planet.
You know, you froze for this, and you earned it.
I can keep it?
You can keep it.
It's pretty wild an old building could bring the world together.
People from all over the world come to see the Crystal Mill. People break down in tears. They disconnect and reconnect with nature.
The place is the true treasure.
If you learn nothing else in life, protect the environment, because our lives are so short here and we have future generations that deserve pristine waters and pristine oceans and pristine environments. Enjoy what we have, but protect what we have for others.
And together we can all make waves of change. So join me in my board meeting to protect the world's golden treasure, the Crystal Mill.
Aloha.